Yo, what's up guys? So today I'll be talking about the unit that I really like the most, which is Asmode. He is the only support that can directly kill the enemy because he will support the enemy to their death. So basically, Asmode just has 4 skills. He has strength and his weaknesses. He also um so basically his strength is that he does not take up your turn because he is a supporter. His weaknesses that is that he cannot kill 100% defense units. So I'll explain his skill for briefly. He is immune to debuff skill type, so he cannot be charm, he cannot be freeze, he cannot be um, stun and anything. His he also reduce incoming damage times his support. Um, the higher it goes, the higher damage that it reduce, and also he have HP regen per turn. The thing is that he has a very low HP, and I don't think that any survivability that this skill gives to him will affect anything because he basically almost get one shot in any scenario. So next is his second skill is a type of stat weakening that he gives to the enemy. The high at plus 9 is 20, plus 10 is 25, 0 to 8 is 15. So this skill is not really useful right now because a lot of units have permanent debuff immunity. Um, and this skill cannot pierce through that. There is also unit like Adin that have permanent stat weakening immunity. So this skill has many flaws right now and does not work really greatly in this patch. So yeah, um, I wish for this skill to change into stigma in the near future. So next is this skill, which is very important. This skill basically the skill that it is used to kill enemies. Basically, he will deal additional damage based on the percentage of this skill. So at plus 0, it is 20%. At plus 4, it's 22. Plus 5 is 25. Plus 6 is 30. Um, Plus 9 is 35. And lastly, plus 9 is 40. And this skill is also able him to pillage the enemy buff that he supported. So for example, if the unit have repeater buff, he will pillage it for himself. Um, an exception of this skill is that this skill is affected by partial damage and defense. So partial damage is like Seto's Flame Guard and also Calaveran's skill. Defense is just defense on general. Lastly is he has charm counter, so basically any unit that hit him will get charmed. Sorry about that. So how does this skill work? Because as you can see, this skill cannot kill units because it is current HP 20% and even the highest is only 40%. There is still some HP left. So the thing is that this skill could crit. So the higher your critical damage, the higher this damage will dealt. Um, so I'll give you the formula in the description box below, and also please do remember that this skill is affected by defense. So if we calculate it based on the units that don't have any defense, so for example if the units have 0 defense in this case, um, he himself will deal 20% damage. All we need is another extra 80%. So for this skill to kill, um, we count this as one times, so you need another 4 times because the US is 80%, and we can say that 4 times is equal to 400%. The higher the skill goes, as you can see, for plus 4 is 22, so you need an extra 78. 78 divided by 22 is around 355% critical damage. plus 5, you will only need 300% because 75 divided by 25 is 3 or 300%. Plus 6 is 30, so we need 70 more to kill. So 70 divided by 30 is around 233 defense, critical damage. The higher that it goes, the less critical damage that you need. As you can see, as 35, it is around 186 critical damage. Plus 10, it is 150 critical damage. So he himself has already have around 50 base, and you can put in your rune to increase his critical damage. As you can see, I hit around 347% even without any support. But in order for you to guarantee kill an enemy, you will need his critical rate to reach 100%. So basically, you have to support him. Please do remember that he himself has his weaknesses. Is that he cannot kill unit with 100% defense. As you can see, if the unit have 100% defense, your calculation and also formula that I will give below will equals to 0, so basically no damage dealt. But if the unit have no stat weakening immunity or debuff immunity, you can pierce through that because he himself reduce the enemy death. I will also put a picture in a form of Discord link, which calculate how many critical damage that you need to kill an enemy. So he himself have weaknesses. As you can see, I'll open the book. Unit like Livia right now that have 100% defense because of his skill and runes. Her skill and runes cannot be killed. Unit like Seto with partial damage, like the Fam Guard, cannot be killed too. He cannot take skeleton buff. He not affected by pillage, as you can see. He cannot take this buff. He cannot kill Adin. As you can see, this cannot kill Adin because of the where is this stat weakening immunity this skill. He cannot reduce his armor because Adin hit 100% defense. And for Grand Hilda, wait, yeah, there is a very unique interaction between this unit because Grand Healer is before battle reflective buff, so reflect debuff. So he cannot Grand Healer cannot be given his defense reduce, and also because Grand Healer take buff for herself because of this skill. And also she reflects the damage received by Asmode. Asmode will need buff that cannot be taken, such as Feronia. Where is she? And since Feronia give armor, Asmode won't die to Grand Hilda, but basically it's very hard for Asmode to kill Grand Hilda if the Grand Hilda have a very high defense. And also he cannot pierce through Lucius. This death guard cannot be pillaged, not affected by pillage. So basically in this meta, he has a lot of counters, but units like warriors that don't have 100% units defense can be killed through him. And also there's another energy shield thing by Falcon that cannot that is very hard for Asmode to pierce through. because he will need to take care of the energy shield before he can pierce through the enemy HP directly. So yeah, but I do think that I still will use Asmode, because Asmode is still a free attack turn before your main hitter. So very useful in Guild Wars. I really like his mechanics. I'll put in the formula in the description box below, and remember that his rune is critical damage. All you need is critical damage. You also need to hit 100% critical chance, so that you did not miss your kill by not critically. Yeah, that is all for today's video. Please do like, comment, and subscribe um if you like this video, and please comment in the section below if you like any units for me to talk on about. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.